Let's get right into it. Number 7, mindful self-scan. Picture your mind as a group chat that never learned boundaries, a cousin oversharing, a coworker pinging at midnight, your inner critic replying LOL no. People with strong self-awareness don't mute the chat, they moderate it. You run periodic self-scans like TSA for thoughts and feelings, minus the confiscated shampoo. You notice that snippy reply I'm composing, frustration wearing confidence as a costume. Or, this heaviness in my chest, not doom, just low blood sugar and a bad chair. Instead of fusing to every thought like Velcro, you step half a pace back and watch it roll by. That's metacognition, thinking about your thinking, a remote control for brain TV. When a thought shouts, panic, you pause, read the subtitles, and ask, helpful or just loud? Meanwhile, your body's status lights, tight jaw, shallow breathing, jittery legs, become data points, not destiny. Interoception keeps you from launching World War III with a coworker when what you actually need is water and a snack. This habit doesn't mean you never spiral. It means you spot the spiral early and quietly remove the stairs. Breathe, adjust posture, label the feeling, choose the next move. Boring like seatbelts until they save you. Punchline: self-awareness isn't a grand awakening with angel choirs, it's a small, repeatable scan that catches nonsense before it bills you for damages.
Number 6, write it down. Your brain is brilliant and petty. It remembers a 2009 humiliation in 4K HDR, yet forgets why you walked into the kitchen. People with high self-awareness outsource that chaos. They journal, not auditioning for a Victorian diary, but because paper is cheaper than therapy and kinder than trauma dumping in group chats. Writing turns fog into shapes. Translate ugh into sentences, and you learn if ugh means overwhelmed, underslept, or quietly afraid you're bad at your job. Words convert emotional static into actionable signal. Cognitively, the page becomes external RAM. You unload tasks, worries, half-baked insights, so working memory stops juggling flaming bowling pins and can finally do adult math. Emotionally, expressive writing is a slow release valve. You don't explode later because you decompressed now. Patterns appear. I only pick fights on days I skip lunch. I perform I'm fine when I'm resentful, then doom scroll all weekend. That's reconnaissance. Now you change tactics. Eat, speak up, schedule the hard talk. Pro move, don't chase perfect prose. Chase truthful chaos. Date it, dump it, reread weekly, or your journal becomes upscale clutter. With review, you're running a tiny lab on yourself. Hypotheses, data, adjustments. Punchline: your notebook isn't a museum of misery, it's a user manual you're writing in real time.
Number 5, the elegant no. Mouth says sure, soul files for bankruptcy. Self-aware people have a firewall for that. They say no without building a PowerPoint. Boundaries aren't mood, they're math. You have energy, time, focus, 3 currencies with exchange rates that crash when you overpromise. So you check the budget before spending. Notice the pressure cocktail: fear of disappointing, FOMO, ego points for being the reliable one. Label it, don't let it drive. Answer with clarity: I can't take that on this week. Or, I can help for 20 minutes Friday, not the whole project. That tiny constraint prevents the resentment boomerang. Say yes, suffer, sabotage your own goodwill. Neurologically, your prefrontal cortex, future you's lawyer, overrules the amygdala's need to be liked now. Behaviorally, you choose long-term alignment over short-term relief. If guilt shows up, treat it like weather, not law. Let it pass, keep the boundary. Bonus: elegant no's are specific. Vague no's invite negotiation. Specific no's end the bidding war. Sometimes you swap no for a better yes, a resource, a later date, the real need behind the request. Irony is, people trust you more when your yes actually means yes. Punchline? If everything is yes, yes means nothing, and your calendar becomes a haunted house you built yourself.
Number 4. Ask back reflex. Imagine your brain as a courtroom where every thought arrives in a suit and swears it's the truth. Self-aware people don't accept opening statements, they cross-examine. Flip the question back. What else could be true? What evidence would convince me I'm wrong? If my best friend said this, what would I tell them? Curiosity is Socratic judo. It softens threat responses and brings the grown-up, your prefrontal cortex, back online. Everyone hates my idea becomes 2 people look tired in a meeting. Data, not drama. Use counterfactuals. If this goes well, what will I notice first? Crack open the prediction engine. Reduce catastrophic tunnel vision. Map assumptions. What I know, what I'm guessing, what I need to find out. A 3-column audit turns vague dread into a to-do list. Try the 180-second drill. 3 minutes, defend your belief. 3 minutes, prosecute it like a ruthless lawyer. You'll hate it, which means it's working. Goal? Not to humiliate your ego, to upgrade hot takes into testable hypotheses. Problems shrink to solvable size. Solutions stop hiding behind pride. Punchline? Self-awareness isn't having the right answers on tap, it's asking better questions before your worst instincts hit send. Number 3. Strategic retreat. 3 minutes into an argument and your IQ quietly leaves the building. Heart rate up, breathing shallow, mouth becomes a 3D printer for bad decisions. That's flooding. Arousal so high, your reasoning drops frames. The self-aware move isn't another brilliant clapback, it's a tactical step back. Call a timeout. I want to answer this well. I'm taking 15 minutes. Not surrender, chemistry break, so judgment can return. Run a micro protocol. Move your body. Drink water. Exhale longer. Label it plainly. I'm embarrassed and defensive. Naming lowers the volume enough to think. When you return, trade winning for understanding. Steel man the other side, state their best point better than they did, then add yours. Your brain reads safety, not war, and curiosity reopens. Target specifics. One instance, not always and never. Ask for the smallest concrete change that would help. Tempted to litigate history? Don't. Pick one problem and stay on it like it owes you rent. Irony. Walking away for a breather gets you closer to resolution than staying to finish it because nothing finishes while you're on fire. Punchline. The smart move in a fight isn't the perfect argument, it's keeping the part of you that can make one.
Number 2. Wordcraft discipline. Language is a remote control for nervous systems, yours and everyone else's. Treat words like power tools, precise, purposeful, kept away from panic. Trade mind reading for observation. You went quiet after I said no. Swap accusation for ownership. I feel tense when plans change last minute. I need predictability. Can we agree on updates by noon? That's the NVC template. Feeling, context, need, request. Turning crime scenes into collaboration puzzles. Semantics natter. Always and never are gasoline. Use timestamps. This week, in today's meeting. Specificity shrinks monsters. Hedging helps when it invites nuance. I might be missing something. It hurts when it erases your backbone. It's probably nothing, when it's definitely something. Watch intensifiers, like literally, totally. They crank the thermostat without adding meaning. Retire telepathy. Want reassurance? Ask. Need a deadline? Say it. Precision isn't cold, it's kind. On the self-talk channel, words still work magic. Replace identity verdicts, I'm a failure, with process statements.
I blew that draft, here's my fix. A tiny syntax shift that saves motivation from the balcony. Punchline, careful language won't make you robotic. It makes you a better driver of your own mouth.
Number 1. Label it, tame it. Sitting in a meeting, feeling bad. Just beige, formless, bad. Emotional oatmeal. Self-aware people don't stop at oatmeal. Get specific. Irritated, disappointed, threatened, embarrassed, overstimulated, lonely, jealous, guilty, or hungry cosplaying as rage? The moment you put a real word on it, your system adjusts. Heart rate down, breathing steadier, thoughts less stampede. Affect labeling. Name the emotion, shrink its claws. Not woo. It's your prefrontal cortex sending a memo to the amygdala. We saw the alarm. Categorized. You can stop screaming now. Precision matters because angry has 1,000 flavors. Resentful asks for a boundary. Anxious asks for a plan. Ashamed asks for repair. Overstimulated asks for quiet. Bored asks for novelty before you buy a kayak at 2 a.m. Think of words as knobs on a control panel. More knobs within reach, fewer times you yank the power cord. Build an emotion vocabulary like a coffee routine. Start simple, add nuance. Sad to blue to heavy to grieving. Mad to tense to slighted to indignant. Keep a mini menu on your phone or whiteboard. When something hits, scan and pick the closest label. Wrong label? Swap it. You're triangulating, not carving marble. Pair the label with location, intensity, and need, like 5 minutes alone and a glass of water. Now your nervous system has a to-do list instead of a meltdown. Bonus, you become a better translator for humans. Not, you're being weird, but I'm picking up distance and I'm feeling anxious. Are you overwhelmed or annoyed? That single sentence prevents a sitcom from turning into a 3-act tragedy. Joke in plain sight, your feelings aren't the problem, the ambiguity is. Give the blob a name, it stops acting like a ghost. Your brain doesn't want perfection, just a label maker and 5 honest seconds. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.